A Low-Country stepfather speaking out after he says his stepdaughter was sexually abused and taken advantage of by a Moncks Corner school resource officer. The officer, Zedrick Smalls, was fired after the, quote, inappropriate communication with the student was reported. News 2's Kate Prestak joins us now live in the studio. And Kate, you've had a chance to speak exclusively with the father. What did he say?
Well, Carolyn, the stepfather reached out to News 2 to make sure his stepdaughter's story was heard. He says she heroically came forward to her parents thanks to an open line of communication. We're choosing to withhold his identity in an effort to not identify his stepdaughter.
And I explained to her that she didn't do anything wrong. He was the adult. He was the one who did something wrong.
A stepfather reeling after getting news no parent ever wants to hear.
A 51-year-old man, security officer at Berkeley High School, was involved with my 15-year-old stepdaughter.
He says the officer claimed to watch his stepdaughter on security cameras as she walked through the halls of school. Things escalated when the two began exchanging texts. Finally, the officer called the victim out of class and lured her into his office alone. That is when the alleged assaults took place, in the office of someone she believed was there to protect her.
And see, he used his badge and his uniform to manipulate her because she respected his uniform and him being in law enforcement.
Now he's calling for more intense screenings, especially for those serving vulnerable populations like children.
I have a better screening system for them because an officer shouldn't be able to leave one job after being complained about with sexual harassment or whatever it was and come to a high school where you have teenagers at. That's a recipe for disaster.
Even more, he's calling on those who may have been victims of the same officer to come forward.
Any students out there that may have suffered the same thing at the hands of this officer, please come forward and let someone know about it. Don't keep it inside. Talk to someone, your parents, your counselor, or someone, because my mind tells me that this man has done this to more than one young girl.
In addition to more screenings, the stepfather says he now wants policies in place that would prevent an SRO from being alone with any student. Reporting live in studio, I'm Kate Prestak. Count on 2.